Walton County, this is Chairman Kevin Little and EMA Director Carl Morrow. We're here today to give you a little update and hopefully help you figure out a little bit about the governor's order that came out yesterday. And today is April the 3rd. On Friday, we did not get the order till probably 6 or 6:30 yesterday, so everyone's been trying to get through it and figure out what all it says prior to the 6 o'clock deadline today. As most of you know, it's for 2 weeks, and it will be a stay-at-home, shelter-in-place. You can go out to the grocery store, you can go to the doctor, you can go to these fast foods that are out and that are open and doing carry-out only, and such as that. Well, the main gist of the whole thing is still 10 people or less and 6 feet apart. You know, regardless of where you're at, you need to be 6 feet apart. And we'll touch a little bit on the order here in a minute, but I want to get Carl to give you an update of what's going on in Walton County and where we are, and then we'll come back. Carl, if you'll just tell us a little bit.
Yeah, thank you, Chairman. So, as of Friday last week, we were 0, and of course today we're at 15 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the county. We're expecting that number to climb. We got off a conference call this morning with DPH. Unfortunately, I was on another conference call, but I got filled in. They're expecting those numbers to climb dramatically. They don't have a time frame, so I wouldn't be surprised to see us get up there a little bit, a little higher. As the weeks keep going by, we're still getting at it with as far as the PPE goes and supplying the public safety departments with all the proper PPE they're going to need to respond on these calls. In constant contact with the hospital, getting updated information from those folks and trying to get them PPE, and so we're just steadily going at it. And that's where we currently stand right now.
Okay. Just want to make sure everybody knows PPE is personal protection equipment. And thank you, Carl. The governor's order is pretty stringent. It's about 29 pages, I think, total. The Association of County Commissioners of Georgia and the Georgia Municipal Association have broke it down to about 6 pages on what will affect the local governments. Walton County Board of Commissioners, all the offices in the county will remain open. They'll still be closed to foot traffic. You'll be able to do it through email, or you'll be able to call in or by appointment. That's we're still standing with that. The parks in Walton County right now are continuing to be open. 10 or more is going to be very strict, 6 foot apart. I understand from a Parks and Recreation Director that in the Loganville area, there've been some scrimmage ball games. That's not allowed. And you cannot do that. You can throw a ball, you can hit a ball, but you got to stay 6 feet apart. You're not going to put people in a dugout side by side and such as that. If you continue to do that, we will close them. We have gates there, and we don't mind closing Criswell, and we don't mind closing West Walton. It's for the safety of everyone right now. So please be mindful if you're out there. If there's a ball field and it's got 10 people on it already, you can't go out there. And you just have to come back at another time. Hard Labor Creek Reservoir, we will be keeping it open, and you'll be able to fish out there. You please be mindful when you're putting your boat in and out, and don't congregate there. And if there's anybody out on the fishing pier, make sure that you're 6 feet apart there as well, and no more than 10. And we're trying to work through all this, the order, and trying to keep you accommodated. I know people are beginning to be a little stir crazy with being locked in their house, and so, but the main emphasis is to try to keep these numbers from climbing. As you heard Carl a minute ago, they're going to drastically increase from now through mid-April is the prognosis of what's going to happen here. So I did want to tell you about one of the big concerns on the governor's order that we have is you got your essential employees and your non-essential employees. This will be on our website, so you'll be able to look at it and see. But one of the big factors there is the screening of employees, and they got 20 items at the end that you'll need to look at. Some of them are they want you to check your temperature of your people when they come to work and then when they leave, and that they want to make sure you maintain the 6 foot distances even while they're working, constantly washing your hands, and we will provide, as Carl said, the PPEs where necessary that's needed there, and we are working, as it says, teleworking if possible. We're doing that in the county, and the meetings will all be virtual. Our board meeting coming up next Tuesday will be on Facebook, and it will be a virtual meeting. And this is some of the things that the keeping the separation. That's the thing that everybody's got to understand. I mean, family or no family, you've got to keep the separation, and that's something that they're working very hard to do. We have to continue to provide disinfectant and sanitation products for the employees in the workplace and their equipment. Increasing the workspace, we want to make, as I said, make sure that that's 6 feet apart. And we want to also keep the customers or the citizens and our employees separated. So we're using gloves there and trying to avoid all hand-to-hand contact. And that's very, very important on this, is what we're trying to do to make it work. So, Carl, you got anything else you want to talk about? What's going on the public safety side, on the EMA, to let everybody know some concerns there?
Absolutely, Chairman. So I still want to remind everybody that if you feel you need to be tested for COVID-19, or you may feel that you have the signs and symptoms, I still want to encourage everybody, please call your healthcare provider first before just going there and overwhelming the system. If you will call them, they do simple screenings over the phone, and then they can advise you which steps to take from there. If you need to go into their office, or if you can go to a local testing site. Currently, the one that Department of Public Health has put together, I know, is in Athens. I've heard some talk about there may be possibly one established here in Walton County. I just don't have all the details on that, so I don't want to go into too much on that one. But yeah, so just call, and please heed everybody's advice on, the 10 or less, 6 foot apart. Don't travel unless you absolutely have to, and just please don't be hoarding all the materials from the stores. Everybody's got to share in this load, so that would be my biggest suggestion, because we're still having to find this stuff for our public safety, so they're able to run these calls and as needed. So that's just a reminder that I would like to give everyone.
Okay, thank you, Carl. That's very important there, that every time that the store opens up and you wipe it out off the shelves like you're going to be stowed up for months, our public safety people can't get their stuff that they need to be able to get to you if you're sick or whatever. So that's very important there to do. And we will, unless something changes, we'll update you again next Friday. If something warrants us to come back to you before then, we will definitely do that. But go to our website and review the governor's order. We do have it broke down with the ACCG order, and then we have the whole order. So look at it and see if you're a non-essential or essential job. It still allows you to work. It still allows non-essential people to work as well, but they're just trying to cut out the congregating, the people being together, and the distances that they're close to. So if you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to call 770-267-1301, but we'll be back to update you next week. Thank you.